This is tremendous. We have a place in Blount County right now next to Denso. It literally just feeds tenants to us. There's so many similarities to this deal to our Park Place deal.
2 miles out. We're 2 miles out from the property.
And there's nothing but workforce jobs. It's called Jefferson Riverport.
Jefferson Riverport.
Guys, look at all this. All the cars, all this is active. How many employees?
They have 6,200 employees. Actually, 6,500 employees. With 120 or more companies that break up the.
You want to talk about diversification. This is a job hub. Okay, this is workforce housing. This is $12 to $20 an hour that we can really supply, safe, clean, and affordable.
Yeah, because you have so many different buckets. Look at that. There's a sign.
Oh, right, we're at the port, man. We're at the port.
Man. There it is.
Port International. Everybody wants to be at the port.
That's
Cafe
great.
Press.
That's great. So
you got millennials. Cafe Press. Anybody?
Cafe Press. So this goes all the way until the Ohio River, and then there's actually a physical port on the river too, where they have some stuff coming in. So you have a giant diversity of jobs, which is the number one most important thing, right? Because when the economy goes down, there's usually certain sectors that take a bigger hit than others. So when you have a pretty well spread out job market, then you know you're
fabricating. This is the lifeblood. Okay, this is the stuff that supports everything. You get these types of jobs, guys. It's massive, isn't it? Wolverine Worldwide.
I don't even know what that is.
Don't know what it is, but it sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
Man, 2 miles. That is great.
This thing just keeps on going.
I mean, I'm lost already, are you? Where are we? I'm just kidding. The Center for the Riverport.
There's more 18-wheelers than there are regular cars in this road.
That's blue-collar work ethic right there.
Entrance.
Is there anything out? Is there any? Yeah. So there's a port over here.
So that's
as well.
that's where it goes down in the river. It must be.
Yep. So barges and other type of shipping is going out on the river.
They have a giant train station here too that stops.
This is great.
Got your Taggart Transcontinental back there.
It's about the jobs, man. You got the Atlas shipping up here. All right. Fantastic. Intermodal drive. That's what we're talking about. Get those trains moving. These guys are probably just supplying the truckers here, So it's businesses coming off of this, right?
Oh, they're probably crushing it.
Yeah.
These buildings are massive. Every single one of these.
6,500 employees.
Wow.
It's about jobs, stupid. Isn't that Bill Clinton's famous line?
I think so, yeah.
Balfour?
I don't know, Moses.
They're
probably manufacturing groups that wholesale
stuff that goes into the stuff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
This is the stuff that matters here.
Yeah, these aren't the surface level brands. These are the guys doing the stuff behind the scenes.
This is great. All right, well let's go check out some comps and see what these other guys are doing, because one of the biggest things right now is that the units we just looked at are way under what the internet market is saying. So basically all this different stuff we've seen on apartments.com and Rental Meter for similar type assets are renting for much more. what are we? These guys coming in, what, 550
We're around
right now?
550, and
Yeah.
the comps can be anywhere. You know, on the stuff in our ballpark is around 750-ish, and there's some that are even higher than that. So we're at least $200 below what the market is calling for if it's if the units comp out and they're up to market rate.
And guys, this might sound like a lot or unrealistic, but that's the value in going on these trips and uncovering the mom and pop apartments, because for whatever reason there's a lot of units that they just didn't want to turn, because the mentality is, oh, I'm actually taking like the money out of my pocket physically to pay for the turn, to upgrade the carpet, upgrade the flooring. They don't view it as an investment. They view it as, I'm losing money. And that's what holds them back, and then it prevents them from, you know, going through and upgrading the units, offering a better quality of life for their tenants, and essentially allowing them to charge more for the product. So.
And I think it's worth noting that a lot of times we say buy on actuals, but when you're buying on actuals, that can also mean buy on what the market is calling for, right? Don't buy and hope that you can have some pie in the sky, you know, market appreciation and growth and hit things that there's no proven pattern for hitting,
yeah.
right? But if you're buying knowing what the actuals are in the market, and you actually model the interiors and the exteriors of your units to compare to the you know, reasonable comps, then you can still buy on actuals in the sense of it may not be super high cash flow out of the gates, but the upside can be tremendous.
Factoring in your rental costs.
Yeah.
So we're going to look at what comp that we feel is probably the closest right now. It's we're 1.8 miles, or excuse me, we're 2 miles away from the
Our
deal
spot
that
is right down the road,
Yeah,
so we're
so
even
2 miles
actually
from
closer
here.
to the job market than this
We're 2
spot.
miles closer to the job hub than this one that is commanding $750 a month.
715.
715 versus our 550. So.
And this one was built 5 years before ours. So you know, the whole thing in going to see it right now is just figuring out what do the exteriors look like, what kind of shape are they in, what kind of work have they done on the interiors, have they upgraded the interiors heavily, and that's what we need to look at, because if we're gonna call for similar rents to what this is calling for, we want to make sure that we at least match the standard of living that they have in place.
So you guys that are just getting into the game, let's recap some things we're looking for. We like seeing some of our flagship stores. We like seeing our Walgreens, our Krogers, okay? We like seeing some of these things. These guys are doing the market research. We like getting a feel for what kind of homes are around. Are there nice subdivisions around the area? We like looking for the jobs. We just verified that less than 2 miles away, there's 6,500 jobs that are very close, okay? We like uncovering the mom and pops.
Even the McDonald's and the Taco Bell, these are newly built McDonald's and Taco Bells. There's a big difference.
Yeah.
It means that they're doing all the market research and moving here for a reason.
Look at this Moss Creek. These are $250,000, $350,000 homes over here, okay? That's what you want to see.
That's great.
And we're checking, we're verifying our comps. That's the other really big thing. If you're looking to, you know, make moves and you want to go up, verify that someone else has done it. It's not to say you can't be the first mover, but you'd rather see that someone else has already proven your model before you're the first one to do it.
The kids could walk to high school. We're right there.
Yeah, so here we go, guys. This is the comp. These are going, the 2 beds here, going for $715 a month.
Dude, that's unbelievable.
They are 5 years older than what we currently have.
Smaller units.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt that these, if not the equivalent size. So really nothing special. You got the same brick. I think obviously the parking lot is in, you know, functioning condition. Definitely not
Mediocre.
nice. Lawn care probably looks slightly better than the deal that we're currently looking at, but we will remedy
window
that.
style.
We will remedy that quickly. I think that their overall exterior look is probably a little better than what we're looking at right now, but we will turn that around in short order.
Yeah.
And so there's no doubt that there's probably even room above. If there's 715, we can probably go above and beyond that, but we're not going to factor that in. It just seems that based on what I'm seeing here, I'm not impressed.
Yeah, we know though if we can hit that number 715, then we're in the money, right? We're in the green.
No, we don't even have to. I mean, if we're 650 plus rubs, we're beyond
already,
the money.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
if you're talking going at even another 100 on top of that,
yeah,
you're making it rain.
It's a big upside.
So,
yep.
Right over here, just this is it's fine. It's you know, we'd like to see the parking lot updated here, really to make it pop a little bit better, but it's okay. But that's sort of the verification that that we were looking for there. We're
Yeah.
probably 2.5 miles from the property right now, maybe 3. And this is just you have Home Depot, Lowe's, Panera, Chick-fil-A. We just
6-lane highway, right? This is a
6-lane
giant
highway.
major.
But it's all the retail sources that you want to see. We talked about the blue collar end of it. We're sandwiched in between 6,500 blue collar jobs and all the retail. As far as the eye can see.
Yeah.
So these are the working class tenants that we support, that are the residents in all of our communities. So we're right here. We got big Walmart over here. You get Papa John's, tons of car dealers.
Bunch of mattress stores. Just a typical, every city has that one strip, right? The one major highway where all the retail is, and it's really right in our backyard. So
yeah,
it's good to see.
So when we came up on the Panera and the Chick-fil-A, and that sealed the deal. We're moving forward with this one.
Chick-fil-A, that's it, man.
They did the market research for us. So.
And we have to try the Chick-fil-A too to make sure it is up to par.
Yeah, because we do have a 7 to 10 rating scale when it comes to Chick-fil-A. You can be 7, 8, 9, or 10. We've never gone below a 7 on our Chick-fil-A rating scale.
You have to eat a lot of Chick-fil-A to really be able to rate Chick-fil-A. It's an acquired
It usually comes down to the
taste.
waffle fries. Okay?
The waffle fries, yeah.
And if they've actually gone the extra mile,
crispiness, the
crispiness and the level of salt on the waffle fry determines how much the Chick-fil-A cares. And we'll see about the greeters and everything. Maybe we'll get a little bit of this in a second. So we can only rate, again, Chick-fil-A based on a 7 to 10. We already, 1 through 6
There's
is
only
already
one
baked
variable.
in.
Everything remains constant across every Chick-fil-A store in the entire United States, except for one thing, and that is the waffle fries. The quality of the waffle fries.
Going in for
Choose your
one.
fry.
One bite, everybody knows the rules. Let's get a waffle fry cheers
Cheers
here.
to that.
Here we go. Oh, it's hot. That's good. 8.5.
I'm gonna go 7.8.
7.8?
7.8.
What are we lacking here?
For me, I'm a guy I prefer the crispiness. It's just a little bit softer.
Well, you gotta
than
get it
it
in
would
this
be
bag.
ideal.
This is pretty crispy.
It could be a batch by batch thing, but
Look at that. You can see the salt right out here. You gotta go straight to the top.
the salt's good. Salt ratio is on point.
8.5.
It's going up from here, that one.
Oh, where? See that little guy right there? It's a thing of beauty. You hear the crunch? We like Chick-fil-A.
All right, so we're heading over to the next complex here. This is a 301 units. What's special about this property is that, well, first off, it's in a great location. It's right in between the GE Appliance Center, so another major distribution warehouse center with a lot of employees. And on the other side of the street, you have a country club. It's not your, you're not your super, A+ class upscale country club, but it's like a perfect, again, workforce, suburban country club.
You forgot the biggest part. We just passed Kroger and we just passed Chick-fil-A.
And we passed Kroger and we passed Chick-fil-A.
We're in the vicinity right now, man.
We live in the vicinity, so I'm just I'm getting numb to it.
Stick to the playbook, man. Just stick to the playbook, right?
We're around Chick-fil-A, we're around Kroger. Obviously, we got all the goods in the area. It's a high median income. This is where a lot of new building is taking place with retail and hotels moving in. We're in the southeast pocket right now, which is just we're on the path to progress. So we love that. The unique thing about this is that it is not just your typical everything's on the same plot of land. You have many different parcels, and you also do have some buildings in between the various parcels. So you have townhomes, you have fourplexes, and then you have I think it's 16plex and a 28plex. So you have a variety of different types of assets, which could be a turnoff for a lot of investors, and it is going to be more difficult to get traditional financing. You're probably not going to get your standard conventional loan. You're probably not going to get an agency debt to finance the whole thing in one shot. So you're going to have to get creative in either breaking it up and having several different loans on the property, or getting a community bank relationship in the area that is comfortable lending on the property. So again, you have several different parcels, and you have the financing challenge, but a lot of people are going to view these as roadblocks and challenges. We're going to view it as opportunity, because that's why we might be able to get this deal and create a great income with it. So it's today's to walk the property, make sure everything checks out, and and really get a good feel on what we're looking at. What do you think, Jake?
I think simply said, and I say this a million times, the guys that are solving these kind of problems are the guys that are making themselves wealthy, because this is the vicinity over here that you want to be in. You see everything around you. This is where you want to be investing. And the great thing about it is we're not buying this on the pro forma, oh man, we got to get the rents up. The thing cash flows now, but there's hurdles in place.
Yep.
We jump those hurdles and we figure it out. We're in the money. That's the goal for today.
Turn right.
Yeah, and you can go in, you buy the whole thing, and then maybe you sell part of it off and get some initial cash back early on this kind of a property. So there's a lot of ways you can get creative with it, and it really makes it exciting, because we have to sit down and kind of weigh out our options and talk to all the banks and see what the best terms are and figure out what the best play is. So you know, I think this is another deal that was found through a broker relationship. You know, just spent this guy. He seems to be, you know, he's been a broker for a very long time. He seems to be more involved with either retail, commercial, or residential transactions. You know, less of the apartment space. But he's had a good relationship with these owners.
Here we go.
For a very long time. We're getting there.
I think this is it over here, guys.
Destination is ahead on the right.
This has got to be it. Those got to be the townhomes.
Maplewood, is that it?
Yeah, it is.
So Maplewood. Are we meeting him at the office?
You have arrived at
Yeah,
your
let me,
destination,
right there.
which is on the right.
Yeah, let's meet him at
Your
the
route
office.
guidance is now finished.
I think this is another one of those situations where there's some like this may be different owners and the stuff over there.
Yeah, it is. It totally is. That's what I'm trying to figure out, and that's what he'll have to guide us on. He's got it all mapped out. You heard him mention the
Yeah, the color map.
color map. He sent it to me a couple times.
Hey man, keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah. This is it. Yeah.
So here today at our Paradise inspection, we really worked hard to get the contract executed in short order. Came in pretty close to what we thought was reasonable, and everyone seemed to agree. Went back and forth on a few points, but we're here today with the crew out there getting the exteriors, walking through each unit. It's one of the things that we're very key on. So far, nothing really jumping out. It's kind of as expected,
Yeah.
right? Any comments?
Yeah, I think the big thing for us right now is just we're here today to really figure out where we need to be as far as having our CapEx budget and the initial renovation budget. So by walking through each of the units, it's giving us a chance to really determine where are the appliances, where are the floors, what do the fixtures look like, right? What kind of upgrades are going to be best fit for this? So just being able to actually have that all down to exactly what needs to be fixed and exactly how many units. I mean, that's just a level of precision we want to have when it comes to preparing our CapEx budget. We're not just going to ballpark and say $2,000 $3,000 a unit, but we want to actually have that nailed down to specifically what we need.
Yep. And what we're seeing here is we got you know, these parking lots here. We definitely need to hit. We got some paint, and you know, I would say some of the other things. The roofs, for the most part, are looking pretty good. So overall, we're in good shape.
Bad is one down here. The brick on the front is cracked. When you go to the other side, and you can see where it's pulling the freeform away. Okay. So that side of that. It might never go nowhere else. It may just settle the. Yeah. But overall, yeah, I mean, I like everything so far. I mean, it seems like a lot of the major stuff they've done a lot of, like the air conditioning units. They've changed a lot of them. I mean, we're probably half and half, but that's better than 90% of them being old. So.
Do you know which one of these guys are?
No, I think they're.
Premium package right here, Uncle Sean. The blueberry. They call it blueberry, but it's blueberry. That's awesome.
This is a really.
How many have the blueberry then?
Very few.
Every 10 years it doesn't last longer, right?
Yeah. We've been trying to get rid of them forever. So, you know, we might see 5 of them, I would think, tops.
Alright. Well, got an old stove and a blueberry rug. Blueberry tie-dye rug. I think you need something there.
Why?
You don't think they do anything?
I guess it can't hurt.
Low maintenance.
How's the? I was gonna talk to you. How's the tally working? How you thinking for the stove and fridge?
Oh, the tally?
Yeah.
It's actually been pretty good. The bonds
Yeah.
have been fairly new, yeah. And water heaters have been good for the most part.
Actually, like this, having white tile, I don't think is ever necessarily a bad thing. You can get around that. These seems like it's
Yeah. This one's is a good example of like what it looks like when it's well furnished.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. It goes well.
Yeah.
You know what we could actually do is get a few of these and when pull up. If you do some cracking, you can try to save a few of these and then repurpose them. And there's like one chip tile or something.
Okay, so you have the extra. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
It's kind of a pain in the butt, but
It is, but you know, if it's just one chip and it's on the end or something,
Yeah.
it'd be a great way to fix
We
it.
have the warehouse to store it on.
yeah. Are any of those leased?
The yes, the last 2 doors are leased to a electrical company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they've been around with us since we
No, nice.
They're good staying. They're fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
How much was the
how much is the rent? I don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think it's enough. It's like $400 or $500.
For two bays?
Yeah. And there's a little, I think there's a little office for him too.
Cool. On the property today, doing the inspection of Paradise. Paradise is becoming what? What's the name? Port
Paradise.
6200. He has no idea. He already had his skills familiar. So we're going to kick it off with the man, the myth, the legend right here. This is Mike Frank. This is the guy. What'd you think?
I think it's a nice park.
Yeah?
I think it'll.
What'd you like about it? What'd you dislike about it?
It was updated pretty good.
Yeah.
So that part is going to work out. It's not as much to make a turn out of one.
So what are we thinking? 30 to 40% of the HVAC units probably turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Brandon, what are you thinking?
I like it. I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, like he said, the structure's great. For it to be as old as it is.
We got brick.
Yeah. For it to be as old as it is, it's in really good condition.
Roof situation.
I feel like the roof's in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
I think overall, you know, we can do minimal things as far as cosmetic and be in a really good place with it.
The man, the myth, the legend. Dan.
I feel good.
Yeah.
You know, when I first drove up on the property, it's got a good feel. If I
Safe
was, you know,
neighborhood.
yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I like the general area. There's a lot of business around there, retail and whatnot. That people be looking for schools, churches. So,
What'd you like the
you
most
know,
about it?
I think, well, the feedback that you get from your maintenance guys while you're walking through, they feel good, you know. So it's like if they lived up here, they wouldn't mind working at that property.
Yeah.
Because it looks like it's going to be fairly straightforward to take care of. And once you see 1 or 2 units, you've seen it, basically, because
they're all
the condition's
same.
very
850
similar.
square feet, all 2
Yeah.
bedrooms. It's very
How
cookie
many
cutter.
had that light upgrade? So one thing I'm excited about is just that we saw a good example of what it's going to look like to have, you know, your semi-premium, just a light upgrade, and it's
So giving you a little bit of a tease.
that's going to be
it's almost there.
That's going to be the
Yeah.
best fit, right? There's obviously a couple tweaks we're going to make compared to what's in place right now, but that's going to be the best fit for this property, just based on the marketplace that we're in and what the comps are looking like. So how many of them actually had that light upgrade done to them, where they have the newer appliances? There's just
I mean,
handful,
most of
right?
them actually
Most
had
appliances
newer
were
appliances.
upgraded, yeah.
Newer appliances.
But as far as
what about the flooring?
flooring was hit and miss.
Yeah.
Kitchen
Talk to me about
cabinets.
the blueberry.
Oh man.
Yeah, there was only like
He was
one,
claiming
maybe
1990s or early 2000s, but I think there's no doubt that was 80s.
That's got to be
yeah,
at
man,
least
no way.
80s
I saw a
at
little
the
wallpaper
most.
that would match
The
it
thing
too.
that really, you know, I'm not a big hippie or something, but there was dead Smurf blood on that. Right? That was squashing Smurf. Papa Smurf died to make that carpet, right? That hurt my feelings because growing up in the 80s, like we loved the Smurfs.
We
But
had
this was the
carpet like
ugly.
that in our house when I was growing up.
Yeah, well then
I reckon.
and
I
that
felt like I was a
he was like, that was like 2005. I'm like, dude, there's no way in hell that was 2005. That was 1985 at the earliest. Let's be honest with you.
Whoever's been living there has been there for probably 10 years as well.
And that's a good sign
That is
because
a
they
good
feel
sign.
they feel good about the
Someone
complex.
likes someone likes the carpet, man.
And one of the things that was really encouraging to me is we found very few people at home.
Yeah.
And fewer people in the bed in the middle of the day.
But there was stuff in the
Yeah.
unit. It wasn't because they weren't living there, right?
Exactly.
They were at work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were at work.
yeah,
They were
yeah.
out
It's a
doing
good
something.
sign.
Yeah, it's a great
It's a really
thing,
good
yeah.
sign, definitely. I want to just recap. There was 2 Krogers within a overall 5-mile radius. We got our Chick-fil-A's. We got our Paneras. Just a very
Big
busy
six
intersection.
lane
Yes.
highway, right?
Yeah,
so
that's very
3
good
lanes
sign.
each way. A lot of stuff going on.
6,500 jobs.
Yeah.
6,500 jobs at the port. If we go to the west.
Yeah, we drove through there.
Retail hub up the wazoo to the east, and you're sandwiched right in the middle of that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about people and it's all about jobs when you need to supply housing. So
Anything else? Oh yeah, as far as the so there's also about 2 acres of open land there too. That in the middle. So we were just looking at the land and thinking about what we could do with that.
scale up the vision,
The
man.
ideal
What's the vision?
ideal place to have a dog park is one idea, right? I think we definitely want to include that in some way because currently dogs aren't even allowed there, so that's going to help attract some more guys in there. Maybe a little track, maybe a 1/4-mile track, either dirt or some kind of asphalt going around in the park. We talked about a little mural, on the side of the cement wall.
We're not doing a mural.
We might do if it's got the logo on it, man, I think we might do a mural. So, and then some picnic tables, benches, just an ideal place to go and throw football around, to go hang out. I think that in itself creates community, and community is what's going to keep people there. So super excited about the park there and what we're doing.
Any closing thoughts?
We got a mint farm right next to it too.
We got a mint farm.
So it's always going to smell good.
It's always going to smell good. And I'm getting Brandon to go to the Kentucky Derby with me this year, and we're gonna drink some Coors Banquet. We're gonna step up a notch.
And bourbon.